Hello, I'm BMillzebub, and welcome to my channel. We need pride. The public celebration of the LGBT plus community is absolutely essential to the exception and normalization of that community. It's necessary because many members of the community face a very real level of danger just for existing. Last year in 2018, 26 trans people were killed, most of whom were black trans women. Members of the LGBT plus community face considerably higher rates of sexual assault, and according to the CDC's National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Survey, 44% of lesbians and 61% of bisexual women experience rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner, compared to 35% of heterosexual women. 26% of gay men and 37% of bisexual men experience rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner, compared to 29% of heterosexual men. 46% of bisexual women have been raped, compared to 17% of heterosexual women and 13% of lesbians. 22% of bisexual women have been raped by an intimate partner, compared to 9% of heterosexual women. 40% of gay men and 47% of bisexual men have experienced sexual violence other than rape, compared to 21% of heterosexual men. Then there's what's called corrective rape. And for those of you who've never heard of it, it's a vile concept that if you rape someone who's a member of the LGBT plus community, it will fix them and make them straight. Spoiler alert, there is nothing to fix about these people. And all it does is cause an incredible amount of harm. Physical violence against the LGBT plus community is another danger that members of the community deal with. The two women you see on the screen now, Melania and her partner Chris, were assaulted by a group of at least 4 men, and I'm using the word men very charitably here. The cretins who assaulted them made demands that they kiss for their enjoyment and described various sexual acts before attacking and robbing them. The silver lining to this story is that 5 teenagers have been arrested in connection to this vicious attack, and hopefully anyone else that was involved gets arrested as well, and that a fitting punishment for the crime is carried out. Next time someone starts complaining about pride and says, "We need a straight pride month," show them this video. There are no laws against being heterosexual or cisgender anywhere. Many members of the LGBT plus community regularly have trouble getting people to simply accept them for who they are, or get married in some areas of the US that are more religious and conservative. I'm sure you all remember Kim Davis, who blocked same-sex marriages illegally and was celebrated by many on the Christian right. There are no countries where the punishment for heterosexuality is death. None. In fact, there is no punishment anywhere for heterosexuality. There are, however, countries where you can be executed for being homosexual. Countries such as Brunei, Afghanistan, or Yemen, for example. This is what I meant at the start of the video when I said pride is meant to normalize the community, and hopefully by normalizing the community, violence against that community goes down. But I think it's pretty well known that I'm not a member of that community. I'm what you'd call an ally. I posted this article on Twitter a while ago, but it comes from thehumanist.com on how to be an ally at Pride. I strongly recommend that any ally who wants to go to Pride gives it a read before going. And what I think the most important thing to take away from the article is that pride isn't about you as an ally. You'll find a link to the article in the description below. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to Pride this year. My mom wanted my sister, my nephew, and I to spend some quality time together, so I spent some time with my family instead. But I did go last year, and I remember it being a really good time. It was the first Pride event my hometown ever had, actually. I met some really great people and got to show some support to the local LGBT plus community. Unfortunately, some protesters did show up and act like assholes, as they do, but that sort of thing is sadly to be expected as long as there are people who want to use their religion as a cheap, weak crutch to place the blame of their bigotry on. But that'll do it for this one. If you found the video informative, please leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. If you feel so inclined to help me out, consider giving to my Patreon, where I plan on having monthly patron-only live streams or hangouts. Or get me something from my Amazon wishlist. Every little bit helps, and every little bit is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, linked below, to keep up with all my comings and goings, and join my Discord for a chance to talk to yours truly. Take it easy, everyone, and I will see you all in the next one.